Hi. Day 6 of the Booktubeathon. Sorry about the noise from outside. It's really warm in here. It's raining outside, so you can hear the cars a little more than usual. And it's just about the time when people go down to the city to do their shopping. It's 11 a.m. I just finished A Symphony of Echoes by Jodie Taylor, the second book in the Chronicles of St. Mary series, and just as the first one, I find the humor really fun and relatable. I think the British humor and the Danish humor are somewhat similar in some ways, but some places Danish humor is a lot drier, but I still think that I relate a lot to the British humor and that this has a lot of it. So I really enjoy that. This series is about these historians who travel in time, back in time, to see how everything happened, to make sure, sort of define the history, they go back to see how everything went down back in time, and sometimes when things seems to go wrong in regards to the history that they know, they travel back to try and push the history along towards how it's supposed to be, because if history doesn't happen the way it is, then everything will change for the future, basically. So I think that concept is really cool, and this time it travels back into the time of Jack the Ripper, and they accidentally brings him along on one of their travels, so that's how Jack the Ripper disappeared. I found that a little funny, but basically this is also about when they go back to the Queen Mary of the Scots and sort of that time era, and so yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't think this was as good as the first one, but I still really enjoyed it and I gave it 4 stars. So I'm super happy I finished the second book for the Booktubeathon now. I've also read a little bit in Fallen Kingdoms this morning. I'm actually more or less halfway. I'm on page 197 and this is 412 pages long, so in what would have been 5 or 6 pages I would have caught up to halfway point. You can also tell by my bookmark. So I'm going to definitely be trying to read this today, and as you can tell, but it doesn't look good with the weather today. It's really rainy, but it did say on the stats that it will clear up around midday. I hope that it will. I really want to go for a walk. I feel sort of a headache is on the way and I can't deal with that, and I feel like the best medicine for me when I have headaches is going for long walks and get a lot of fresh air. I feel like that's the best thing that works, even though I can also take painkillers and stuff, but I just don't like taking medication. I try to avoid it as much as possible, because I don't want to be sort of addicted to having to take medication, sort of painkillers, every time I have a headache. So at some point I won't be able to take that sort of medication and it won't work. So yeah, long story short, I hope that the rain will disappear in a couple of hours so I can go for a walk, because it's just so it's because it's so humid outside, because it's about 20 degrees Celsius, which I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, but when it's this wet and humid outside, the heat, it's not like it's really hot, because usually if a really hot summer day here, we're about 30 degrees. Then it's unbearable here. But 20 degrees is warm, and it's definitely something that if the sun is out, we'll be outside enjoying the day. And yeah, that's enough for us Danes. But when it's rainy and the humidity is high, the pressure is so different. It's like so clammy, and it sometimes feels like it's so pressing down on you, the heat. in another way, and it sometimes makes me feel a little closed in, and that's why I really want to go for a walk so I can get some fresh air, hopefully. So I'm just waiting for that moment, but more on that later. Also, the past couple of months, I realized today I haven't purchased a single book since May. It's 2 months ago since I last paid for a book. I have had 3 books sent to me, but they were all, one of them was a giveaway win, and the other 2 were review copies. And I really want to buy some books. And but the problem is, I've been on a book buying ban. Thing is, since I started my job a little over a year ago, I get a pretty okay pay for my job. That's fine. Definitely makes it okay. I'm pretty okay with my budget and getting things to work out, and I have enough, and that's not it. But the thing is, since I started that work, I also got a car, and my car I've had to use 11,000 Danish kroners on my car over the last year. So I haven't been able to save up anything. And 11,000 Danish kroners is a lot of money over a year. Just on my car. Apart from that, I've also had 2 expensive dentist appointments. And those have been expensive as well. So suddenly the money just doesn't always add up. And so I haven't really had anything to buy books for. So being on a book buying ban is easy when you don't have the money to actually buy the books. So I can't wait until I'm back on track and I can actually buy books again. So this past month I have added books to a list that I want to buy. Like a to buy list with 5 different categories of books. And I was just wondering, is that even something anyone would want to watch? Me talking about the books I want to buy the minute I can buy something again. I think I'm actually going to buy some books in August, because then I'll be almost back on track and I can at least buy a couple of books. But man, has it been rough not being able to buy anything bookish related the last couple of months. I'm happy I do have a good selection of books already, and I have my library books, so it's not like I'm running out of books to read. It's just I love buying books, and I just want all the new releases that I want this minute, and yeah. But this was a weird update, and a lot of people don't like talking about money issues, but I'm not one of those. I think sometimes it's good to talk about whatever problems you have, but it's also okay if you want to keep it to yourself. But I don't have any problems talking about it, because I know it's not like I am on my way to become bankrupt or whatever. It's just I just have just enough to sort of get food and stuff these past months, and I've also had to go to Berlin, where I had to use about 1,500 Danish kroners just for that trip, just over that week, and so priority is a little different. Let me know if you want to watch a video about me talking about the books I want to buy when I get out of my book buying ban. Because I don't know if anyone would watch that, if that's a little pretentious. But yeah, this was my update for now. Hi, I am walking, as you can see. I have just been reading for about an hour or something, and I looked out and saw that it was almost not raining anymore, not really raining any longer. There's a little bit of dripping, and it's still, you can tell that it's just been raining, but I think it's clearing up. It's looking lighter out, and so I couldn't wait any longer. I just wanted the fresh air, and I brought along my bag and I brought along the book to read outside in case that the weather becomes nice while I'm walking, and I'll go down to the park and try and see if I can sit down there and read for a bit. But right now I am going to be listening to Leviathan Wakes and see if I can finish that, because I started that before the Booktubeathon and I have about 2 hours left of it, so yeah. But this was all this time. Bye. Hi guys, I'm back, and today I decided to do the daily video challenge. Cheers, I just got an iced coffee. I've just gotten back from my walk, and I gotta say the walk was not successful. Just as I was going out, starting the walk, as I said, it was dripping. Yeah, it started raining like really bad. So instead of going for the walk, I walked down to the city center, which is like 200 meters or something. 200-300 meters, and do my grocery shopping for the weekend instead. And so I bought my iced coffee because I was there. That's good. Today's challenge is hosted by Kayla from Books and Lala, and I am going to be doing the challenge. It is to spell out your name with books, and she said that it was okay to use books that had the or a before, if it doesn't fit. So obviously my name is Anita, it's A-N-I-T-A, so, and you have 2 minutes, and now I only have my red books unwrapped. So I'm gonna start the timer now. No! I don't even know if I can spell one time. So wait, what do you keep out first? Okay, I have some books here to spell out my name. A, awakening, awakened. N, Namona. I, illuminate. T, trader's blade. And A, awakening. This is what I could do. I'm not proud of myself, but I don't have a lot of A books, it appears, and I had 2 A's in my name. That was fun. Hello again. It is now 5:30 p.m. I haven't really read much. I sort of really had a headache when I got back from my walk and did the challenge and sort of that thing, so I had a nap. But as I said, I'm halfway, little over halfway now through Fallen Kingdoms, and Lala from Books and Lala is currently hosting sprints, although it seems like it's more like a scavenger hunt. I'm definitely going to be trying to get some reading done because I want to finish this book today. Yeah, so that is my goal right now. I just uploaded my vlog from day 5, so excited about that, but I'll get into this book now. Hi again. An update for my reading. I'm 50 pages away of finishing Fallen Kingdoms, but I'm so hungry, so I'm gonna go get some food, even though like it's only 300 meters away. It's just a lot easier just driving there, so the food won't be cold. And I'm gonna I need some food right now. It's 8:30 and I haven't had dinner yet. I did have a late lunch, so that helped a lot. But I wanted to complete the sprint session with Lala from Books and Lala, even though there's also a scavenger hunt. I started doing it, but I realized I just wanted to read. So instead I just read for those 3 hours, even though I wasn't really actively participating in the sprint. It just kept me motivated knowing that they were sprinting and reading along with me. And yeah, But 50 pages away finishing Fallen Kingdoms. Now I'm gonna get some food and then I'll finish it. See ya. I finished Fallen Kingdoms. And I gotta say, I was hooked up in this story from the beginning to the end. Was it the best literature ever? No. Was it entertaining? Yes. And that's all that matters to me right now, because I've been reading a lot of really dense books this month. So being able to read this and actually feel like I'm getting somewhere and I'm having fun, that was really, really nice. Was it a little brutal at times, with a lot of deaths that I didn't think were necessary? Yes. But it's also realistic, since there was a war going on. A lot of people were supposed to die. I need to get the next book. I am excited to read the next book. So there's that. Now, I don't know what to do now. It's actually almost 10:30 p.m. And my next book... Oh, I'm sorry, it's gonna be a little darker now because I'm going out of this. I have to pick up my Kindle. This is not my Kindle. This is my iPad. My Kindle. I broke the screen on my Kindle about a year after I got it. There are noisy people on the street again today. Yeah, can you hear it? Oh. Sounds like they're having fun. Anyway, I have 2 ebooks to read, and I have managed to read a book in one day. And I also have the book to read outside, but I'm really not feeling that. I'm actually at a place where I'm considering DNFing it. It's so annoying. But it's just, I don't feel... The main character is really annoying, and there's been a lot of scenes about masturbation that I didn't really need to read about. No, I'm not enjoying my read a book outside book. It is really short though. But should that be a reason for me to keep on reading? I don't know right now. But my books, my ebooks that I have Sign of 4 by Arthur Conan Doyle, the second book in the Sherlock Holmes series universe. And it's just over, about, I think it's 150 pages or something like that. So it's not really long. And then I have a fantasy book, I forgot the name, something Thieves. Spirit of Thieves, Magic of Thieves, something like that. And it's 189 pages, so not very long either. And so I think I'm going to start out with Sherlock, because I don't think I want to dive directly into another fantasy book. So I think I might actually be starting my Sherlock book. But am I going to start it right away, or am I going to watch some booktube videos? I don't know. My arm is killing me, so I'll see you later.